It's so hard to believe that this day is finally here. The day we say goodbye to the school that has helped mold us and prepare to enter the next chapter of our lives and our education. Today represents the culmination of hard work, the hard work of our parents and family members whose support and affection guided us to this stage today, the hard work of our teachers whose passion for education kept us determined to make it here, and finally, the hard work of this class, whose brilliance has never failed to amaze me, and whose each and every member has truly earned their spot on this stage. Education is comprised of both knowledge we strive for consciously and skills we somehow just know. For example, I can recall the many extra hours I had to spend in the chem lab in order to understand chemical bonds, but I don't remember the day I learned how to use a bar of soap. I'm sure that was a skill you all acquired far too early to recall either. At least I hope that's the case. And the same goes for toothbrushes, combs, and shampoo, because they're all products we've been using since before we could speak. A year ago, I would never have guessed that I would meet a boy who would be old enough to remember the day he saw his first bar of soap and learn the purpose of its existence. Last summer, on a remote island outside of Phnom Penh, Cambodia, I met this boy and many other children like him who had never seen toothbrushes, soap, or shampoo, and definitely did not know how to use them. After distributing hygiene products we'd smuggled from our hotel rooms to the children we met on the island, I, along with the rest of the group of Bullis students I'd traveled there with, watched as our translator described the function of each object to the children. A short time later, as we loaded into the boats that would take us to our bus 40 minutes down the river, the young boy we had given a bar of soap to jumped in the water next to us and began to scrub his arms and stomach with the most genuine smile on his face that I've ever seen. This moment alone embodies so many of the lessons that I learned during my 2-week experience in Cambodia. These are the kind of lessons that can only be learned outside of the classroom, and as we leave high school, the education we gain outside of the classroom only becomes more important. During the trip, there were so many instances that impressed upon me how fortunate I am, whether it was a shack that was partially submerged in a rice paddy, or a group of children learning how to bathe and brush their teeth for the first time. I've always been taught to appreciate possessions, like my cell phone or computer, and be thankful for the opportunity I have to attend a school like Bullis, or to live in a thriving city like DC. But this moment, and countless others in Cambodia, helped me to understand the value behind simple objects, like shoes, pencils, and soap. The smile that spread across the boy's face as he put his new soap to use made me realize that I am capable of bettering the lives of others. Before traveling to Cambodia, I did not know that I had the power to make a difference in a life. But after seeing the smile on that boy's face, the tears of joy in the librarian Bandy's eyes after we built her new home, and receiving the most earnest hug from a student I spent the day at a temple with, I understood that I am capable, as we all are, of bringing hope to people who desperately need it. As a class, we are powerful, and as individuals, we are all so gifted. I cannot wait to watch as each and every one of us makes our mark on this world and comes to understand our strength as we move on from here and bring change beyond the walls of Bullis. I know that I'm not the only member of the trip who labels this experience as one of the most powerful moments of the entire journey. Witnessing our effect on the village in ways like this formed a bond between the group that I have not felt with other people. We were 11 students and 2 teachers in a new country, learning about the history, getting a taste of new customs and foods, and discovering our strengths together. Though we are all very different people, the experiences we had brought us together in a way that I will always appreciate. Class of 2012, we too are a group of many different people. We come from many backgrounds and have varying interests, but we will always share our experience at Bullis and feel unity because of that. To be quite honest, the biggest motivation behind my decision to travel to Siem Reap and Phnom Penh was not an unwavering desire to change the world, or a dutiful responsibility I felt to improve the lives of others. The reason I attended the first informational meeting about the trip was simply because my friends were doing it. And even though it sounded like an incredible opportunity, fear and anxiety were still the most prominent emotions I felt in the months leading up to the journey. There were several times I felt like kicking myself for signing up for the trip, when I thought about the 19 hours of flying time, the 2 weeks without contact with my parents, and the vacancy in my pocket without the presence of my cell phone. A year later, as I prepare to leave for college, I've been experiencing similar feelings of apprehension, and I'm sure I'm not the only senior feeling this way. Although the flight is a lot shorter, and my parents are just a phone call away, the idea of leaving home is still nerve-wracking. As we all begin this next phase of our lives, we're going to face many opportunities in which we can either choose to stay in our comfort zones or push ourselves beyond them. I hope that each and every one of us will be brave enough to take risks and to try new things, because it really does take a challenge to discover how capable you are. Every member of this class is so talented, and as we move on in our lives, I hope we will all find ways to use our talents to change the life of another, whether it be in a different country or in our own community. No matter when we came to Bullis, 1 year ago, 10 years ago, or any number in between, this school has given us so many opportunities, and we've all grown and matured during our time here. We've been surrounded by teachers and faculty who genuinely care about our success, whether our interests be artistic, athletic, or academic. They have been nurtured and encouraged. Such enthusiasm and support is rare, and we are so lucky to have grown up and become scholars under these circumstances. As we move on from this place, I hope that everyone continues to take advantage of everything we have learned here, and never forgets how fortunate we are to have gone to school at a place like Bullis. As we progress through our lives, I encourage everyone to take advantage of opportunities to travel, to experience new cultures, and to stretch outside of our comfort zones. The idea of starting this new chapter of life is intimidating in itself, but never let fear of change or the unknown stop you from trying something that could change your life or better someone else's. The past 4 years, we have learned the value of hard work and the power of a tight-knit community. It's my sincerest hope that every member of this class will take advantage of the tremendous gift of education that Bullis has given us. Because as a little boy in Cambodia once showed me, if you're lucky enough to be presented with a bar of soap, you might as well use it. Thank you.